So this is a can of soup. It is not a luxury item. It's actually vegetable soup. This is a can of soup. This is food. It's not a luxury item. But now you go into the grocery stores. Yeah, we're talking about greedflation. That's right. You go into the grocery stores, and I'm noticing that a lot of people are just wandering up and down the aisles and not really buying too much and picking something up and then putting it back down again and then looking at 7 different things to see what they want to get and what they can afford. And maybe I'll grab this thing and maybe I won't grab that thing because the prices are fucking high. All right? I've been to, well, pretty much all the grocery stores. Yeah, I realize, there's inflation and, COVID and the war and this and that. Fine, I understand. But I don't understand this greedflation. Let me tell you one thing. I'm not an economist. I'm not even a mathematic professor or whatever. But if the grocery stores are saying, we got to charge you more, sometimes 40% more for something ridiculous, we got to charge you more because of inflation and because shit costs us more. Fine. But then these fucking supermarkets, they have to, I guess by law, they have to declare their quarterly profits. So if you're saying it's inflation and we have to raise the prices because everything costs more, then why are you claiming a 40, 50% profit increase across the board? I don't understand this. Shouldn't they be breaking even or things, whatever it is? I don't know what the terminology is, but why are these guys claiming that there's inflation and they have to raise the prices because shit costs more? But then why the fuck are you making a 40, 50% profit increase? It doesn't make any sense. Maybe somebody can explain to me how that works, but I'm not the first person to call this out. You know, at the worst possible time when shit's been hitting the fan, we've had all the problems that we've had the past couple years, 3 years now, with the pandemic and these conflicts around the world and what. I know shit goes up. I realize that, the all-time, everything's at an all-time high. I know that. But, it's clear, it's obvious that these grocery stores don't have to make this much colossal profit, especially now during this time when everybody's getting screwed. Okay, it's costing people more money than they have to stay in their fucking house. And they have to go to the grocery store and they're trying to buy fucking can of soup, or forget about steaks or meat or anything like that. That's ridiculous. These aren't luxury items. These are, I understand for other things that you don't need, fine. But this is food. This is food that if it's going to be hard on people who are middle class, not bad off, can you imagine the poor people? Well, the people who are unfortunately, not making a shitload of money, they're being fucking destroyed. And these grocery stores, after years and decades of making money off of their community, serving their community, everybody's been buying groceries. And now what they're doing is exploiting us. Charging more, hiking up massive profits, and just taking advantage of us and blaming it on inflation. This is the time when you guys should play fair a bit more. Yes, you're a business and you have to make a profit, but you know what? Let me give you an example. If the grocery stores lowered their prices back down to pre-COVID time, or even if they dropped it slightly below that, you know what I mean? If their prices were taken down a bit, the sheer volume alone that they would sell, people would flock back into the grocery stores. They wouldn't be going up and down the aisle sweating because they don't know for sure if they can afford a fucking can of soup. and going home with less than a quarter of what they used to go home with. But guys, let me give you a challenge to the grocery stores. If you drop your prices down to, again, pre-COVID or even lower than that for a while, say a year, people will go nuts. You will sell out quicker. You'll make more money just based on volume alone. But no, we have to, at the worst possible time, when the average schmo and schmuck is down, we have to charge you more to eat. Yes, I know, get rid of your Disney Plus channel, and maybe you might not go on that vacation. Maybe you might not be able to get that, tomahawk $80 steak. I understand. But this is shit that people need to, whatever it is, regardless of what it is. Whether we, don't worry about eating fancy. So I think it's despicable. I think it's unreasonable. I think it's exploitation. I'm not convinced that this is necessary. And don't be blaming this on inflation, because if you're charging more because it costs you more to run a grocery store, how in the fuck are you broadcasting, claiming all these massive, colossal profits? How exactly the fuck does that work?